Africa fact or fiction? All right, so for a couple of ideas, there are no artisans in the area. Family loyalty and community is not important. All African countries are the same. Organized religion is not there. The people can't take care of themselves. Most people are hungry and thirsty. Lots of communication challenges, and you can't have any fun in West Africa. Okay, so first, there are no artisans in the area. Artisans, excuse me. So, no artisans. Well, I've just brought a couple of items along to pass around, but they do a little bit of everything. So, you want your name on a fan? You can have a name on your fan, right? You want a little maraca-like thing? You get a little maraca-like thing. Interesting on this. I'll pass it around and then ask you what you think these little things are that are making the shaking noise on the gourd, okay? You get the traditional little mask, of course. You know, you can't be without these items from an artisan. And then, this cost me about a penny. Okay, we bought every one this woman had, but they're like little shaker kind of things to make noise with. And the kids love to use these. Now, as you can see, I haven't mastered this yet. But there's a video out on YouTube that I put out there that you can see these in action. But these cost about a penny. And then you may see LP with this on one of these days. They also make stoles and that kind of stuff. So he doesn't even know he's getting this yet. So, but they do a lot of loom kind of things. And so that's a little... Oh, and then, in case any of you are hungry, peanuts. So feel free to help yourself. Now, it's an unusual packaging job that they do with their peanuts. Whatever containers are around, they use to hold on to the peanuts. So, or whatever item they put in. But feel free to help yourself. They're not salted. They're unsalted peanuts, but they're mighty good. Now let's see, did I bring any other? No. Oh, I'll tell you one other story. I guess it doesn't quite fit with the artisan area. But I wanted to buy a map of Togo. Okay? And in fact, I'll pass this around if you just handle it with care, because you can see it got a little use. This map, I've forgotten what year it is. I think it's about 1986. It's the last time that we could not find a map of Togo since 1986.
Has the borders changed since then?
The borders, I don't think, have changed on Togo. They have changed on a couple of the other countries near or surrounding it. But Togo itself, I believe, is still the same in '86. But it was very interesting. You know, there just aren't a lot of those items hanging around. Most people know, I'm going to the next neighboring village. I don't need a map. And so that's just part of the situation. Then, family and community loyalty is not important to Africans. Well, I think you all know the answer to this one. The fact of the matter is, family is critical to these folks. And these two are two of my sister-in-law's moms. Okay? They're a polygamist society. And so my sister-in-law, Anna, her dad had three wives while my sister-in-law was living with them when she was a child. And these two are still living. Now, neither of them are my sister-in-law's mom, but you wouldn't know it, because they were there every morning at 5:30 in the morning. The sun comes up at 5, so 5:30 in the morning, they were at our place every day. It was a quarter-mile walk, and they were ordinarily walking in basically bare feet or some very thin sandals. But both of these ladies, it was so important for them to see their daughter, their whole family who had come to visit. And we saw that across the board with my sister-in-law's entire family, about 15 brothers and sisters, all but one of whom I met while I was there. They made sure to come and see their sister. They weren't going to miss that opportunity. So lots of family orientation. And this is a picture to show a little bit about the community, because my sister-in-law's sister on the far right came with us a lot of the time. She just wanted to know what was going on. The woman on the far left is another sister. But they were always around. The family was critical to them. And most of the rest of these folks are part of the same community. But the interesting thing, and I would use the example for those of you who remember these days, or have maybe grew up in these areas, I thought of it like a farm town, like my grandparents lived in. Because the folks who lived in Bina Parba, and in several of these areas right around Basar, it was as though it was a farming community. Everyone was chipping in. If someone lost a crop, the other people were chipping right in to help out. We asked my brother, I guess I consider them almost like brother-in-laws. They were my brother's brother-in-laws. In fact, the fellow right over to the left of my face, the fellow right back there is named Tamaka. He actually works as a carpenter. He also owns a farm. And now a farm for us is acres and acres. For them it's 2 to 10 acres. So Tamaka farms about 4 acres of land. But it's 4 acres amidst 20 other people's 4 acres. So he has an acre here, an acre over here. It's sort of a patchwork quilt of farms. And we asked him, we said, so when you're going to plant, do you plant just your crop? And he said, oh no. Everyone who's planting yams, we plant all the yams for all the people in the area. And I said, being the American that I am, do you keep track of how long it takes to plant yams versus planting corn and whether everyone helps? He sort of gave me this quizzical look. Huh? No, we just plant and we just harvest. We do it all together. It's just one big community there, and they're not keeping track of everything that goes on. And I just found that so refreshing to see that level of community interest.